Did you know that just 100 kilometers southwest of Cairo lies one of Egypt's oldest continuously inhabited regions, a place where pharaohs hunted crocodiles, Greek rulers built entire cities, and ancient fossils tell stories millions of years old? Welcome to Fayoum, Egypt's hidden treasure that has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations for over 8,000 years. Before we dive into human history, let's talk about what makes Fayoum truly unique. Around 70 million years ago, this entire region was covered by the ancient Tethys Sea. The desert landscape you see today was once an ocean floor, which is why Fayoum is one of the world's most important paleontological sites. The Wadi El-Rayan, or Valley of the Whales, earned UNESCO World Heritage status in 2005 for its spectacular prehistoric whale fossils. The Fayoum oasis itself is a natural depression in the western desert. Unlike typical oases fed by underground springs, Fayoum receives water from the Bahr Yusuf Canal branching from the Nile. This unique water source has sustained life here for millennia, feeding Lake Karun, which ancient Egyptians called Ta'ashi, the land of the lake. The Pharaonic era, birth of civilization. Human settlement in Fayoum dates back to at least 6000 BCE, making it one of Egypt's oldest agricultural communities. But Fayoum's golden age began during the Middle Kingdom around 2000 BCE. Pharaoh Senusret II undertook massive irrigation projects that transformed Fayoum into one of ancient Egypt's most productive regions. These weren't simple ditches, they were engineering marvels involving dams, canals, and sophisticated water management systems. Senusret II built his pyramid at Lahun, with a workers' village called Kahun that became one of the best preserved ancient Egyptian towns ever discovered. Archaeologists found medical papyri, personal letters, tools, and pottery, giving us an incredible window into daily life 4,000 years ago. The ancient Egyptians called Fayoum, Shede, and made it a center of worship for the crocodile god Sobek. Lake Karun and the marshes teemed with Nile crocodiles, which Egyptians both feared and revered. They kept sacred crocodiles in temples, adorned them with gold jewelry, and mummified them after death. Thousands of crocodile mummies have been found in Fayoum's necropolises. The Greco-Roman period, cultural fusion. When Alexander the Great conquered Egypt in 332 BCE, Fayoum entered a new chapter. The Ptolemaic dynasty invested heavily in land reclamation, draining marshlands and expanding agriculture. Greek settlers established new towns, and the main city became known as Crocodilopolis, the city of crocodiles, before being renamed Arsinoe. This period created a fascinating cultural blend. Greek and Egyptian traditions merged in religion, art, and daily life. Fayoum became one of the most prosperous regions in Ptolemaic Egypt, producing grain, papyrus, and wine. The Roman conquest in 30 BCE brought new changes but maintained Fayoum's importance. During this era, Fayoum produced some of the most stunning artifacts of the ancient world, the Fayoum Portraits. These realistic painted portraits on wooden panels were placed over mummified faces. Painted in naturalistic Greco-Roman style using encaustic wax or tempera, they show real people with individual features, hairstyles, and jewelry. Over 1,000 have been discovered, dating from the 1st to 3rd centuries CE, and when you see them in museums today, you feel like these people could step out of their frames. Medieval to modern, transformation and continuity. As Christianity spread through Egypt in the 4th and 5th centuries, Fayoum became an important center of Coptic Christianity. Monasteries and churches replaced pagan temples, and many important Coptic texts and biblical manuscripts have been found here. The Arab conquest in 641 CE brought Islam to Fayoum. The region's name evolved from the Coptic, Fayoum, meaning the sea, to the Arabic, Fayoum. Islamic rulers maintained the agricultural systems, recognizing their importance. Waterwheels called sakia were introduced and became iconic features of Fayoum's landscape. Over 200 of these massive wooden wheels still turn today, some measuring up to 5 meters in diameter, lifting water for irrigation just as they have for centuries. The 19th and 20th centuries brought renewed archaeological interest. The dry climate had preserved countless artifacts and documents. The discovery of the Fayoum portraits in the late 1800s shocked the art world with their modern-looking realism. Thousands of papyri were found, government records, private letters, school exercises, literary works, revealing intimate details about daily life 2,000 years ago. Fayoum today, where past meets present. Modern Fayoum is home to over 3 million people. Lake Karun remains Egypt's third largest and oldest natural lake, hosting over 100 bird species and serving as a popular destination for fishing and birdwatching. One of Fayoum's most photographed locations is Wadi El-Rayan, where agricultural drainage water created 2 lakes connected by Egypt's only natural waterfall. Though human-made in origin, this reserve now supports diverse wildlife, including endangered slender-horned gazelle. The waterfall has become a symbol of Fayoum's natural beauty. Wadi El-Hidden attracts paleontology enthusiasts worldwide. You can walk among 37-million-year-old whale skeletons, Basilosaurus and Dorodon, lying where they died when this desert was still a sea. Traditional crafts still thrive. Fayoum is famous for its distinctive black pottery from Tunis village, palm frond weaving, and silk textiles using traditional techniques. Fascinating facts. Let me share some truly interesting facts. Fayoum is technically an oasis, but unlike any other, it's fed by a canal rather than underground water. The ancient waterwheels are so iconic they appear on Egyptian currency. In ancient Crocodilopolis, sacred crocodiles wore gold earrings and were fed special foods. One excavation found over 2,000 mummified crocodiles in a single cache. The Bar Yusuf Canal literally means Joseph's River, and local tradition connects it to the biblical Joseph. The Hawara Pyramid once had an enormous mortuary temple that Greek historian Herodotus called the Labyrinth, describing it as surpassing even the pyramids with 3,000 rooms. Fayoum's prehistoric sites have yielded some of Egypt's oldest pottery, dating back 9,000 years. The dry climate has preserved not just mummies and papyri, but ancient bread, clothing, wooden objects, and even flower garlands that still retain their color after 2,000 years. When the Fayoum portraits were first exhibited in European museums, they amazed late 19th century artists with their modernist sensibility. Picasso reportedly saw them and was influenced by their direct portrayal of human faces. The legacy. Fayoum represents a microcosm of Egypt itself, a place where Pharaonic history, Greco-Roman culture, Coptic Christianity, and Islamic civilization have all left their marks. From an ancient sea to a pharaonic paradise, from Greco-Roman prosperity to Islamic continuity, from archaeological rediscovery to modern development, Fayoum's story spans millions of years. It reminds us that history isn't just about kings and conquests. It's about continuous human presence, the wisdom of managing water and land, the blending of cultures, and the persistence of traditions. In Fayoum's soil, markets, and monuments, we see not just Egypt's past but the enduring human spirit that transforms desert into garden. The ancient Egyptians called it Ta'ashi, the land of the lake. The Greeks called it Crocodilopolis. Today we call it Fayoum, but whatever the name, it remains what it has always been, an oasis not just of water in the desert, but of life, culture, and human achievement. If you're interested in visiting Fayoum and experiencing this incredible journey through time firsthand, our European company based in Hurghada, Sunquest, specializes in organizing any kind of trips in Hurghada and across Egypt, from daily trips to historical destinations. We organize tours to Fayoum to see the waterfall there and discover the many interesting things this ancient oasis has to offer. Whether you want to explore the Valley of the Whales, see the ancient waterwheels, visit archaeological sites, or simply enjoy the natural beauty of Wadi El-Rayan, we can create the perfect itinerary for you to discover the wonders of Fayoum. If you would like to get more information about the tours to Fayoum and to book it with us, please contact us in social media or via email.
Thank you for joining me on this journey through Fayoum's incredible history. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what aspect of Fayoum's history fascinates you most.